Okay, it's February 5th, 2019. Paul Power here, giving you Robert Nelson reading from his book of Keys, Love Letters from God. We are on number 58.
And by the way, I just flashed this symbol, which to me, to my generation, means peace and love. So anyone who wants to make it into devil horns, screw you, it isn't. It's peace and love.
Devil horns is a different one.
Yeah, whatever, I'm getting rather fed up with people taking sign language and twisting it into ways it was never intended to be. This one is called Lovable. My beloved, you are love incarnated. Therefore, you can afford to be loving and loved. You know, a lot of times as human beings, we think of ourselves as needing to be able to love others, but we don't always think that we need to let ourselves be loved by others. We deserve it too. What is it that makes a little kitten so lovable to you? It is the reminder of innocence in its eyes, reflected back to it from one who beholds it in innocence. The innocence engenders the lack of defensiveness. Therefore, to be lovable, be innocent and defend nothing. Only nothing itself could need to be defended. For if I am all, and I am, then nothing itself cannot even exist, so there's no such thing as a nothing. I am infinitely and eternally all existence. Therefore, it is impossible for a nothing to exist. How then can anyone defend something which cannot and does not even exist? A nothing can neither be defended nor can it threaten. The same quality in the little kitten which makes you see as being so lovable is what makes you, your brothers and sisters, the ground upon which you walk, and all creation as lovable in my vision. To me you are each and all lovable. I am your brother and sister. Kindly do me a favor. Be my savior by offering me the vision of our innocence, so that I am able I may return the same to everyone around me. In order to see innocence, you must not judge. I know this may seem to be a very tall order. That is why it is an invitation and not an order. I am inviting you to allow me to help you to recondition the way you see yourself. For as you see yourself, so will you see and think of as to the quality of your life and those around you. View your brother and sister not as a threat, but as yourself. Neither view yourself as a threat. Let me read that again. I'm sorry, I messed up. Neither view yourself as a threat, but as me. For I am lovable as are you, God. So again, we're dealing with the switching of the shifting, I should say, of our perceptions from fear, lack, inadequacy, blamability, if there is such a word as that. We're switching our perceptions to being whole, to being innocent. And then everything and everyone we behold, we see the same way as we see ourselves. As innocent, as whole, as God, as lovable. That's the meaning of this particular letter. You know, a lot of times when I finish a letter, I'll say Godspeed. I wanted to explain that term dates back quite a ways in history to a time when people were sailing from Europe in tall ships, wooden ships, across the huge Atlantic Ocean to what they called the New World back then. Their loved ones and friends would stand on the dock when the ship was ready to leave and bid them Godspeed, which meant Godspeed you safely on your journey to your destination. And if the journey also includes coming back, then Godspeed you safely back, safely on your way back. See, we're all on a journey, but it's not a journey from one place to another. It's a journey of recognition and remembering. That's why we're here. People say, what's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? That's a good question. I shouldn't make fun of it. It's a very good question. But the simple meaning of life is that we are here to remember who we really are. That's it, people. It's not as big and complicated and complex as you may want it to be. The friend who worked with me took dictation and then started doing tape recording of keys when it was happening made a statement to God one day, I bet you're going to give us tomes and tomes and tomes of info. He didn't. He gave us one simple book. As he says about himself, he's simple. And so can we be if we choose to be. So we are on a journey, an adventure of rediscovery, of rediscovering who we are. So that's why I say to each and every and all of us, Godspeed. I guess that's it for this one. We're ready for our next one. So let me wish you Godspeed, and I'll be reading the next letter to you momentarily.